Test, 1, 2, test. Good old PUBG Battlegrounds. Don't you just love Wait. I never played PUBG. I honestly didn't know what to expect coming clean into PUBG. It's always been one of those games that I thought I'd pick up, but just never really did. But now I have an 8TB hard drive, so like, I can't think of a reason not to have it, you know? After designing this beautiful bastard, I opted to go for the most potato settings I could set out for. Being that this is primarily a mobile game now by the looks of it, I wanted to make sure I had every possible advantage I could get, having to climb up from the bottom of the pits armed with nothing but this cool hoodie and a dream. Starting off the tutorial wasn't anything too crazy. Basic WASD controls, jump, punch the air. Hey, vaulting. Well, that's a thing. Yes, F to interact. That is actually the superior control scheme. I grabbed everything I could get my grubby ginger hands on and turned around ready to unload a week's worth on this dummy. Only to find out you have to reload your weaponry before you do anything with that week's load. Remember that? Because I didn't. Now, off rip, the gunplay felt horrible. Halfway through this video, I can promise you, it is. Tried as I might, outside of just slam firing the guns for myself, the full auto felt absolutely useless. Now, that's not to say that there weren't favorites. I figured I'd take advantage, like any newcomer, and just go straight for the Kalashnikov sniper setup, and that actually worked really well for me. I was able to drop 6 kills in my second game. Moving through the rest of the tutorial wasn't too terrible. Throwing grenades took me a minute because they were very specific, and I thought I could have just gotten away with any throwable before moving on. Basically, I took that as throw something and see what happens. They wanted a grenade. It was towards the end of the medicine tutorial where I learned about peeking. Also, who the fuck is using 7, 8, and 9 on your keyboard for fucking anything, let alone healing? Something I have to do after every fight. No, in that time, though, I got some good interaction with the game menu, dropping equipment, different items, and different guns, which ammos are going to be better to carry, and it basically went as follows. 9mm. 9mm. Just carry 9mm. At every given point, pick up extra 9mm and 7.62. The only 2 things you need. And then I decided to sacrifice him to the gods for good luck in my first game. And just like that, I have completed my basic training. My first game went about as well as you'd expect. Opening up the map, I found a tiny little house off to the side, decided to mark it, and jumped. But then I realized something. They never taught me how to glide. This little, like, jump down the side animation is literally all we got. Oh, look at that. So I'm sitting there, barefoot, falling. Basically, I didn't realize it'd be this bad, or I would have picked a more reasonable spot. Like, it just tough, you know? Landing on a house, not the one I pinged, I'm greeted with a sickle and practically nothing else. House number 2, however, had a dandy little M4 just waiting for me. Nice and chilly on the floor, just needing to fill space. I also grabbed the break action shotgun because you never know. After immediately dropping the break action for a Tom Gangster carbide, I found the big one. Just in time. Breaker 19, I got footies on me. And with my first kill comes one of the funniest things I have ever seen in an online RPG. And you know, this feature absolutely makes sense, and honestly, I can't think of why it's not in other games. Oh. Now that we're effectively rocking this dude's fit harder than he ever could, I realized it distracted me from the very real threat of danger behind every tree. While healing, I wasn't exactly sure how the spectate function worked, so you better believe I was bagging the whole way over to his corpse. There was no question about it. After this, I found the next great truth of PUBG, which is don't get caught in a storm. Ever. It just don't. The underwater section was actually insane, though, and I thought that was just the coolest shit in the world, so just going to touch on that briefly and keep that normal speed. Next up, I found this little flapjack rifle thing that would inevitably lead to my downfall. Shit looked cool, though. Pulling up to the next house that I found was actually pretty cool. I found a new headpiece, but the downside of getting that headpiece in that house was I'm now racing against the storm as well. I've also found out that storm camping is like a huge deal in this game. Everybody's doing it. Like it's just what the cool kids are up to right now. Because people get stuck in the storm and you go to get out of it and there's just 4 fucking dudes waiting for you. Alright, now that we've seen me take that massive L, let's go ahead and rewind the footage and watch it back. I send out a warning shot. Bro runs away. I think we're good. We were not good. Understandable moment, you know, it happens to the best of us. I'm not getting down about it. It was a learning experience, though, for sure, and I decided to look to my fellow gamers in squads. And now, with my copyright safe badass training montage, I'm ready. Falling into the next game, I found that I still have no idea how to glide and that these fools are probably going to have to carry me. I hit this sick fucking spin move, so that's cool. Got a 1911 and a UMP. I found a Rook t-shirt from that other video game I play. And then I decided that I was going to take I'm going to take a wild pill, you know? I'm going to get on the crazy train, full speed ahead. And I decided to pick up the Moisen Nagant. Now, seeing the homies crest the hill, I realize it's time to blow this popsicle stand because there's somebody nearby and I don't know how to find them. And I'm not going to lie, getting in the car with this dude was awesome. This dude was a fucking rally driver in this little dacha. Now, being the Forza aficionado that I am, my own wheels would only make sense, right? Wrong. Quick teabag. And I'll be quiet for a minute to let some of these dingers speak for themselves. Now that we've seen all that, those 6 kills were the only ones I got for the game. And none of these hit. The next house we pulled up to presented me with a shotgun, and I thought this would be ideal for endgame. And as we were pushed, I almost got gotted by the storm flip. Brought my boy back to life too. On top of all that, in a moment of pure genius, I jumped out of the window, saw the smoke, and then immediately brought my ass back inside. I'm not sure if it was a fit of rage after losing my teammate or if it was just stupidity, but watching my boy pass in front of me led me to frag the fuck out. Let's go to game 3. Right off the bat, it sounded like we have a seasoned vet in the squad with us, therefore, I'm going to stick with him.
Yeah, we don't have many people around. Let's get some ammo and fuck some people up. Is back up yet? Alright, I got everything but a sniper. We gotta get out of here. Setting the waypoint on the green mark. Alright, there we go. Got the sniper. Alright, we're good. I'm in with you. Yeah, head towards the green line.
Honestly though, if all I have to do with this guy is just drive around and let him get kills, I am down to make this guy my teammate for life. Give me my duo, lock the fuck in.
I got a scorpion. Go for it. Green mark. Green mark. Behind us.
A new fit is upon the horizon. Or on this guy. Getting back to the car, I realized I probably should go find this kid before anything bad happens.
You know what? I don't have much ammo left. Pick me up. Pick me up. I'll go with you, brother. Let's go. Well, that ain't a switcheroo I've never seen before. Alright, yeah, let's get out of here. I tried, brother.
I'm calling it. I had fun, even if it's not my cup of tea. Thank you for watching, I really appreciate it. You can find my socials in the description. Please like if you did, dislike if you didn't, it all helps. Okay? Tell your mom you love her. Bye.